tick through. Sometime today would be nice. There we go. Now at least it should be live. Upcoming. There we go. That's it. Right. That chat's there. That should be on. On the road again. It's good to be back on the road again. Nobody in here yet. God is great. First in the live chat today. Thanks for popping in here. Appreciate it. Make sure everything's good to go here. Hopefully Titus is doing well in the land of the rising sun. Okay. Leave my notification on there so I can hear when the mailman comes by. Mainly because I have a big order out there on my porch, so I gotta have him come by and pick up the mail. Otherwise, I'll be running to the post office right after my live stream today. Other than that, we're gonna have some fun today. As soon as my computer gets loaded up, 2:01 at 2:06 we'll end the early birds. Okay. Hopefully everybody's having a good Thursday. This is going to be my last live stream. I may, tomorrow or Friday, do a live stream from my garage. We're having a garage sale this weekend on Friday and Saturday. So that's what we've got going on today. So hopefully everybody's having a great day. Faith, family, and sports. How you doing there, Aaron? Thanks for popping into the stream. Appreciate you, brother. Just a little heads up, too, if you do follow me on WhattNot, I've preempted my sale for today, my auction for today, for my 61 random, but not really random, current star, 31 current stars, and 31 fan favorites. I do those on Thursdays usually. I do Marvel type comics cards for sale on Tuesdays, and then Fridays usually my Ken Griffey. I've taken 1 week off. We're going to postpone it till next week. Instead of the 21st, it'll be on the 28th. So that's right, Brother Titus is here too. Faith family, we got one more minute here. So far we got God is Great and Faith Family and Sports. Looks like they'll be the early birds and get in on the trivia. We're going to do trivia. We're getting closer. We got 384 entries toward our June-July giveaway. Remember, all my channel members and all my Patreons also always get free entries from their Patreon tiers and their channel membership tiers. So just wanted to throw that out there, and we are going to end the early birds. So let me get the early birds logged in here. We've got God is Great. God is Great with a 2+. And we got Aaron, Faith, Family, and Sports with a 2+. So there we go. I got you guys on here for Thursday, June 20th, the first day of summer. So we are going to have some fun today. I'm going to leave this right here because we're going to do the trivia in just a moment here. This is HOF Biography, episode 257, Jackie Robinson, with baseball trivia times 3. One's a factoid, and then we will still have 2 trivias, Friday's trivia and the weekend trivia. And we have our last repack pack from Left Behind Times package that he sent me earlier in the month. And we will have a vintage Fairfield package that we'll be opening. This is my last Fairfield, so no more Fairfields after this till I get a resupply. But this one is a vintage, and the reason I call it vintage, because for an old Fairfield, this is a 2002 Fairfield company. Dragon Fan Tim, yes, you are late today, but you can hang out till the end and you'll get your entries at the end of the stream. Because let's see, Dragon Fan Tim, you were 1 minute late. But we'll have some fun still, and you can still get in on the trivia. Okay? So we will open up the pack, the repack, and we'll end with the Fairfield, the vintage Fairfield. Okay? So without further ado, we will get into our trivia. So for the first one, again, it's just a baseball quote for our Thursday, June 20th, the first day of summer. The baseball birthdays are, for today, Carlos Lee, Dickie Thon, Andy Etchbarren, and Bill Werber. And our baseball quote of the day: Americans sometimes don't recognize this, but for Britain to move away from the monarchy is like us moving away from baseball. Timothy Alborn, a Harvard-educated historian specializing in Great Britain. So that is our baseball quote of the day. Now on to our first trivia of 2 for tomorrow, Friday, June 21st. Our baseball birthdays for tomorrow are Rick Sutcliffe, Ed Lopat, Charlie Moore, and Donovan Osborne. Okay? So our trivia for today, there are 4 answers, 1 correct answer, and if you get it correct first, you get 5 points. 5 entries into the June-July giveaway. Team history. Okay, this one's on team history. How many Washington Senators led the league in home runs? How many Washington Senators led the league in home runs? Is it A, none? Is it B, 1? Is it C, 2? Or is it D, 3? Go ahead and start your guessing now. Kevin's Models and More's in the house. How you doing there, Kevin? Thanks for popping in here. So, whoever gets the correct answer first... No, there's no F. Who said C? Kevin's Models and More. You got it. Kevin's Models and More got 5 entries. I'll go over the answer in just a second. Kevin's Models and More's got 5 points. I think I hear my mailman coming. It's probably late because yesterday was a holiday. I know. Juneteenth. Go figure. Not a holiday I celebrate, but the banks were closed and the post office was closed, so no mail yesterday. Alright, again, for this one, it was The answer was C, 2. How many Washington Senators led the league in home runs? Last week, Faith Family and Sports had a yard sale. Tomorrow, Donald and I are both having our yard sales. Oh, there you go, Kevin. Yep, still working on downsizing. But it was C. The Senators' left fielder Roy Sievers led the American League in home runs in 1957 with 42. Led in runs batted in with 114 and posted a career-high .579 slugging mark. He finished third in the MVP voting behind Ted Williams and Mickey Mantle. The former St. Louis Browns Rookie of the Year finished his career with 318 home runs in 68 and 70. Heavy hitter Frank Howard led the league with 44 home runs for the Senators. So C2 was the answer. All right. Now for our weekend trivia for Saturday, June 22nd, 2024, and Sunday, June 23rd, 2024. Okay? So it is ballparks. But first off, we got to do the birthdays for this Saturday are, for the 22nd of June is Carl Hubble, Dave Tomlin, Ian Kinsler, and Walt Masterson. Okay, and then our Sunday birthdays for Sunday, June 23rd are George Weiss, Tom Haller, Aaron Robinson, and Marty Barrett. Okay, so our trivia for the day is I might be doing a garage sale stream, but I don't know for sure. We'll see how it ends up working out. I'll try if I might do just one of the days, either Friday or Saturday. We're tying this in because they're having a neighborhood, our whole neighborhoods. Whoever wants to do one is going to be doing a bunch of garage sales, so that they did our homeowners association is taking care of the advertising, putting up signage. I'm going to put a sign up at the end of my street saying there's a garage sale down my way. But other than that, yep, that's what we got going on. So ballparks, okay, there's 4 answers, 1 correct answer. Whoever gets the correct answer first gets 5 entries for the June-July giveaway. Ballparks. Name the visiting player at Crossley Field who became the first ever to get 3,000 hits and 500 home runs. All right, and our answers are, well, let me read that question one more time. Name the visiting player at Crossley Field who became the first ever to get 3,000 hits and 500 home runs. Was it A, Ernie Banks? Was it B, Willie Mays? Was it C, Roberto Clemente? Or was it D, Hank Aaron? Start your guesses now. Oh, no problem. Yeah, if I do it, I'll do a tour like we did last time. I will have a baseball card section set up, I think. We'll see how it turns out. All right, Kevin's Model and More. Boom! He gets both trivias. Kevin's up on his trivia today. He must have been doing some research recently. All right, so let me move this out, and remember, next week on Tuesday when I do my live stream, we will have a baseball quote again. And a matter of fact, I think we're going to have 2 baseball quotes next Monday and Tuesday. So Tuesday we're going to have 2 baseball quotes. So again, name the visiting player at Crossley Field who became the first ever to get 3,000 hits and 500 home runs. It was Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron did it for the Braves on May 17, 1970, the last year the Reds played at Crossley Field. He legged out an infield single in the first inning against Wayne Simpson in the second game of the doubleheader, becoming the first player to get 3,000 hits and 500 home runs. So So it was D, and that was Kevin. Congratulations there, Kevin. You did awesome. All right, I'm going to put this off to the side for now until the end of stream entries, the 2-minute warning at the end of the show. Okay, so yep, right after my live stream today, I'm going to start getting more things ready for our garage sale tomorrow. I already went to our church and borrowed some big tables, so we had plenty of table space to put stuff on top of and under, mainly under too, to block the shade. But I do stuff inside my garage and in the driveway, so I kind of use both factions there, and I kind of cordon off the areas that we don't want people to go back into, that are in essence off limits. Someone Kevin must have turned into an Astros fan. I thought someone banged on the table. Oh, like that? Not a trash can? I sleep with a baseball encyclopedia under my pillow. That's cute, Kevin. Alright, so we will be doing Jackie Robinson. I will read through his placard here in just a second here. I will read through his placard, and then we will go through some baseball cards that I got in my Jackie Robinson binder here. We've got Tim Raines, Jim Rice, Mariano Rivera, Jackie Robinson, Frank Robinson, or Brooks Robinson, Frank Robinson, and Jackie Robinson. I got to try and rearrange this to see if I can get Brooks Robinson somehow in the binder, or on the side of the binder or something. I might put Tim Raines down there so I can scoot these over and put Brooks Robinson right in the center. The 3 Robinsons here. Brooks, Frank, and Jackie. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into Jackie Robinson's biography. Oh yeah, and by the way, don't forget, thummies up, thummies up, thummies up for me. I think we'll see. If we get more than 10 thumbs up, I'll go into my pack archives and pull out an extra pack to open up. How's that sound? If we get 10 thumbs up. The magic 8-ball doesn't hurt either. Oh, there we go. Alright, so Jackie Robinson. Jack Roosevelt Robinson was born January 31st, 1919, and then passed away on October 24th, 1972, was an American professional baseball player who became the first African American to play in Major League Baseball. In the modern era, Robinson broke the color line when he started at first base for the Brooklyn Dodgers on April 15, 1947. The Dodgers signing Robinson heralded the end of racial segregation in professional baseball that had relegated black players to the Negro Leagues since the 1880s. Robinson was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1962. Born in Cairo, Georgia, Robinson was raised in Pasadena, California, a four-sport student athlete at Pasadena Junior College and the University of California, Los Angeles. He was better known for football than he was for baseball, becoming a star college player with the UCLA Bruins football team. Following his college career, Robinson was drafted for service during World War II, but was court-martialed for refusing to sit at the back of a segregated army bus, eventually being honorably discharged. Afterwards, he signed with the Kansas City Monarchs of the Negro Leagues, from where he caught the eye of Branch Rickey, general manager of the Brooklyn Dodgers, who thought he would be the perfect candidate for breaking the color line in Major League Baseball. During his 10-year MLB career, Robinson won the inaugural Rookie of the Year award in 1947, was an All-Star for 6 consecutive seasons from 1949 through 1954, and won the National League Most Valuable Player Award in 1949, the first black player so honored. Robinson played in 6 World Series and contributed to the Dodgers' 1955 World Series championship. In 1997, the Major League Baseball retired his uniform number 42 across all Major League teams. He was the first professional athlete in any sport to be so honored. MLB also adopted a new annual tradition, Jackie Robinson Day, for the first time on April 15, 2004, on which every player on every team wears number 42. Robinson's character, his use of nonviolence, and his talent challenged the traditional basis of segregation that had then marked many other aspects of American life. He influenced the culture of and contributed significantly to the civil rights movement. Robinson was also the first black television analyst in MLB and the first black vice president of the major American corporation. Chock full of nuts. In the 1960s, he helped establish the Freedom National Bank, an African-American-owned financial institution based in Harlem, New York. After his death in 1972, Robinson was posthumously awarded the Congressional Gold Medal and Presidential Medal of Freedom in recognition of his achievements on and off the field. As far as his early life, family, and personal life, Jack Roosevelt Robinson was born on January 31st, 1919, to a family of sharecroppers in Cairo, Georgia. He was the youngest of 5 children born to Mally Nee McGriff and Jerry Robinson, after siblings Edgar, Frank, Matthew, nicknamed Mac, and Willa Mae. His middle name honored former President Theodore Roosevelt, who died 25 days before Robinson was born. After Robinson's father left the family in 1920, they moved to Pasadena, California. The extended Robinson family established itself on a residential plot containing 2 small houses at 121 Pepper Street in Pasadena. Robinson's mother worked various odd jobs to support the family. Growing up in relative poverty in an otherwise affluent community, Robinson and his minority friends were excluded from many recreational opportunities. As a result, Robinson joined a neighborhood gang, but his friend Carl Anderson persuaded him to abandon it. John Muir High School. In 1935, Robinson graduated from Washington Junior High School and enrolled in John Muir Technical High School. Recognizing his athletic talents, Robinson's older brothers, Frank and Mac, himself an accomplished track and field athlete and silver medalist behind Jesse Owens in the 200 meters at Berlin in 1936 Summer Olympics, inspired Jackie to pursue his interest in sports. At Muir Tech, Robinson played numerous sports at the varsity level and lettered in 4 of them: football, basketball, track and field, and baseball. He played shortstop and catcher on the baseball team, quarterback on the football team, and guard on the basketball team. With the track and field squad, he won awards in the broad jump, and he was also a member of the tennis team. In 1936, Robinson won the junior singles championship in the annual Pacific Coast Negro Tennis Tournament and earned a place on the Pomona Annual Baseball Tournament All-Star Team, which included Hall of Famers Ted Williams and Bob Lehman. In late January 1937, the Pasadena Star newspaper reported that Robinson for 2 years had been the outstanding athlete at Muir, starring in several football, basketball, track, baseball, and tennis. That year, Robinson was one of 10 students named to the school's Order of the Mast and Dagger, Omicron Mu Delta, awarded the students performing outstanding service to the school in which and whose scholastic and citizenship record is worthy of recognition. Also, while at PJC, he was elected to the Lancers, a student-run police organization responsible for patrolling various school activities. An incident at PJC illustrated Robinson's impatience with authority and figures he'd perceived as racist, a character trait that would resurface repeatedly in his life. On January 25, 1938, he was arrested after vocally disputing a detention of a black friend by police. Robinson received a 2-year suspended sentence. But the incident, along with other rumored run-ins between Robinson and police, gave Robinson a reputation for combativeness in the face of racial antagonism. While at PJC, he was motivated by preacher the Reverend Carl Downs to attend church on a regular basis, and Downs became a confidant for Robinson, a Christian. Toward the end of his PJC tenure, Frank Robinson, to whom Robinson felt closest among his 3 brothers, was killed in a motorcycle accident. The event motivated Jackie to pursue his athletic career at the nearby University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA, where he could remain closer to Frank's family. After graduating from PJC in the spring of 1939, Robinson enrolled at UCLA, where he became the school's first athlete to win varsity letters in 4 sports: baseball, basketball, football, and track. He was one of 4 black players on the Bruins team. The others were Woody Strode, Kenny Washington, and Ray Bartlett. Washington, Strode, Robinson made these teams 4 backfield players at a time when only a few black students played mainstream college football. This made UCLA College football's most integrated team. Let's see, what do we got in here? Rigged, definitely rigged, blah, 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 blah. Okay, everybody's kind of listening, not much chatting. They went undefeated with 4 ties, 6-0 and 4. Robinson finished the season with 12.2 yards per attempt on 42 carries, which is the school football record for highest rushing yards per carry in a season as of 2022. Robinson also led in the NCAA in punt return average in the 1939 and 1940 seasons. In track and field, Robinson won the 1940 NCAA championship in the long jump at 24 foot 10 1/4 inches. Baseball's Robinson's worst sport at UCLA, he got a .097 in his only season, although in his first game he went 4 for 4 and twice stole home. After the government ceased NYA operations, Robinson traveled to Honolulu in the fall of 1941 to play football for the semi-professional, racially integrated Honolulu Bears. After a short season, Robinson returned and ended Robinson's ascent to his football career. As far as his military career, in 1942, Robinson was drafted and assigned to segregated Army Cavalry Unit at Fort Riley, Kansas. Having the requisite qualifications, Robinson and several other black soldiers applied for admission to an officer candidate school, then located at Fort Riley. After his discharge, Robinson briefly returned to his old football club, the Los Angeles Bulldogs. Robinson then accepted an offer from his old friend, Pastor Reverend Carl Downs, to be the athletic director at Samuel Houston College in Austin, then of the Southwestern Athletic Conference. The job included coaching the school's basketball team for the 1944 and 45 season, as it was fledgling program, few students tried out for the basketball team, and Robinson even resorted to inserting himself into the lineup and drew the admiration among others. Langston University basketball player Marquis Haynes, a future member of the Harlem Globetrotters. As far as his playing career, Negro Leagues and Major Leagues. In the early 1945, while Robinson was at Sam Houston College and Kansas City Monarchs, sent him a written offer to play professional baseball in the Negro Leagues. Robinson accepted a contract for $400 per month. Although he played well for the Monarchs, Robinson was frustrated with the experience. He had grown used to a structured playing environment in college, and the Negro League's disorganization and embrace of gambling interests appalled him. The hectic travel schedule also placed a burden on his relationship with Issam, whom he could now communicate only by letter. In all, Robinson played 47 games at shortstop for the Monarchs, hitting .387 with 5 home runs and registering 13 stolen bases. He also applied in the 1945 East-West All-Star Game, going hitless in 5 at-bats. As far as the minor leagues, in 1946, Robinson arrived at Dayton Beach, Florida, for spring training with the Montreal Royals of the Class AAA International League. Clay Hopper, the manager of the Royals, asked Rickey to assign Robinson to any other Dodger affiliate, but Rickey refused. Robinson's presence was controversial in racially segregated Florida. He was not allowed to stay with his white teammates at the team hotel, and instead lodged at the home of Joe and Dufferin Harris, a politically active African-American couple who introduced the Robinsons to the civil rights activists. After much lobbying of the local officials by Rickey himself, the Royals were allowed to host a game involving Robinson and Dayton Beach. Robinson made his Royals debut at Daytona Beach City Island Ballpark on March 17, 1946. In an exhibition game against the team's parent club, the Dodgers, Robinson thus became the first black player to openly play against a major league team since the de facto baseball color line had been implemented in the 1880s. Later in spring training, after some less than stellar performances, Robinson was shifted from shortstop to second base, allowing him to make shorter throws to first base. Robinson's performance soon rebounded. On April 18, 1946, Roosevelt Stadium hosted the Jersey City Giants' season opener against the Montreal Royals, marking the professional debut hosted the New Jersey City Giants season opener against the Montreal Royals, marking the professional debut of the Royals' Jackie Robinson and the first time the color barrier had been broken in a game between two minor league clubs. Pitching against Robinson was Warren Sandell, who played against him when both lived in California. During Robinson's first at-bat, the Jersey City catcher Dick Bucknight demanded that Sandell throw at Robinson, but Sandell refused, although Sandell induced Robinson to ground out at his first at-bat. Robinson ended up with 4 hits in his 5 at-bats. His first hit was a 3-run home run. Then on to the major leagues. Breaking the color barrier. In 1947, the Dodgers called Robinson up to the major leagues 6 days before the start of the season. With Eddie Stanky entrenched at second base for the Dodgers, Robinson played his initial major league season as a first baseman. Robinson made his debut as a Dodger wearing uniform number 42 on April the 11th, 1947, in a preseason exhibition game against the New York Yankees at Ebbets Field with 24,237 in attendance. On April 15th, Robinson made his major league debut at the relatively advanced age of 28, Ebbets Field, before a crowd of 26,623 spectators, more than 14,000 of whom were black, although he failed to get a base hit. He walked and scored a run in the Dodgers' 5-3 victory. Robinson became the first player since 1884 to openly break the Major League Baseball color line. Black fans began flocking to see Dodgers when they came to town, abandoning their Negro League teams. As far as his MVP and congressional testimony, following Stanky's trade to the Boston Braves in March of 1948, Robinson took over second base, where he logged a .980 fielding percentage. That year, second in the National League at the position, fractionally behind Stanky. Robinson had a batting average of .296 and 22 stolen bases for the season. In a 12-7 win against the St. Louis Cardinals on August 29, 1948, he hit for the cycle. Racial pressure on Robinson eased in 1948 when a number of other black players entered the major leagues. Larry Doby, who broke the color barrier in the American League on July 5, 1947, just 11 weeks after Robinson, and Satchel Paige played for the Cleveland Indians, and the Dodgers had 3 other black players besides Robinson. In February of 1948, he signed a $12,400 contract, equal to $158,000 today. All right. In the spring of 1949, Robinson turned to Hall of Famer George Sisler, working as an advisor to the Dodgers for batting help. At Sisler's suggestion, Robinson spent hours at a batting tee learning to hit the ball to right field. Sisler taught Robinson to anticipate a fastball, on the theory that it's easier to subsequently adjust to a slower curveball. Robinson also noted, Sisler showed me how to stop lunging, how to check my swing until the last fraction of a second. The futilage helped Robinson raise his batting average from .296 in 1948 to .342 in 1949. In addition to his improved batting average, for the performance, Robinson earned the Most Valuable Player award for the National League. Baseball fans also voted Robinson as the starting second baseman for the 1949 All-Star Game, the first All-Star Game to include black players. That year, a song about Robinson by Buddy Johnson, "Did You See Jackie Robinson Hit That Ball?" reached number 13 on the charts. Count Basie recorded a famous version. Ultimately, the Dodgers won the National League pennant, but lost in 5 games to the New York Yankees in the 1949 World Series. Summer of 1949 brought an unwanted distraction for Robinson. In July, he was called to testify before the United States House of Representatives Committee on Un-American Activities concerning statements made that April by black athlete and actor Paul Robeson. Robinson was reluctant to testify, but eventually agreed to do so, fearing it might In 1950, Robinson led the National League in double plays made by a second baseman with 133. His salary that year was the highest any Dodger had been paid to that point, $35,000. $443,237 equivalent in 2023 dollars. He finished the year with 99 runs scored, a .328 batting average, and 12 stolen bases. The year saw the release of a film biography of Robinson's life, The Jackie Robinson Story, in which Robinson played himself, and actress Ruby Dee played Rachel Ray Isam Robinson. The project had been previously delayed when the film's producers refused to assent to demands of two Hollywood studios that the movie include scenes of Robinson being tutored in baseball by a white man. The New York Times wrote that Robinson, doing that rare thing of playing himself in the picture, in the picture's leading role, display a calm assurance and composure that might be envied by many a Hollywood star. Robinson's Hollywood exploits, however, did not sit well with the Dodgers co-owner Walter O'Malley, who referred to Robinson as Ricky's prima donna. In late 1950, Ricky's contract as the Dodgers team president expired. The pennant race and outside interest. Before the 1951 season, O'Malley reportedly offered Robinson the job of manager of the Montreal Royals, effective at the end of Robinson's playing career. O'Malley was quoted in the Montreal Standard as saying, "Jackie told me that he would be both delighted and honored to tackle his managerial post," although reports differed as to whether a position was ever formally offered. During the 1951 season, Robinson led the National League in double plays made by a second baseman for a second year in a row, with 137. He also kept the Dodgers in contention for the 1951 pennant. During the last game of the regular season, in the 13th inning, he had a hit to tie the game and hit a home run in the 14th inning, which proved to be the winning margin. This forced a best-of-3 playoff series against the crosstown rival New York Giants. Despite Robinson's regular season heroics, sports writer Dick Young, whom Robinson had described as a bigot, said, if there was one flaw in Jackie, it was the common one. He believed that everything unpleasant that happened to him happened because of his blackness. In 1943, Robinson had 109 runs, a .329 batting average, and 17 steals, leading the Dodgers to another National League pennant and another World Series loss to the Yankees, this time in 6 games. Robinson's continued success spawned a string of death threats. He was not dissuaded, however, from addressing racial issues publicly. That year he served as the editor of Our Sports magazine, a periodical focusing on Negro sports issues. Contributions to the magazine included an article on golf course segregation by Robinson's old friend Joe Louis. Robinson also openly criticized segregated hotels and restaurants that served the Dodger organization. A number of these establishments integrated as a result, including the 5-star Chase Park Hotel in St. Louis. World Championship and retirement. In 1954, Robinson had 62 runs scored, a .311 batting average, and 7 steals. His best day at the plate was on June 17th when he hit 2 home runs and 2 doubles. The following autumn, Robinson won his only championship when the Dodgers defeated the New York Yankees in the 1955 World Series. Although the team enjoyed ultimate success, 1955 was the worst year. In 1956, Robinson had 61 runs scored, a .275 batting average, and 12 steals. By then, he had begun to exhibit effects of diabetes and to lose interest in the prospect of playing or managing professional baseball. Robinson ended his major league career when he struck out to end Game 7 of the 1956 World Series. After the season, the Dodgers traded Robinson to arch-rival New York Giants for Dick Littlefield and $35,000 cash, equal to $392,240 today. The trade, however, was never completed. Unbeknownst to the Dodgers, Robinson had already agreed with the president of Chock Full of Nuts to quit baseball and become an executive with the company. Since Robinson had sold exclusive rights to any retirement story to Look magazine 2 years previously, his retirement decision was revealed through the magazine instead of through the Dodgers organization. As far as his legacy, Robinson's major league debut brought an end to approximately 60 years of segregation in professional baseball, known as the baseball color line. After World War II, several other forces were leading the country toward increased equality for blacks, including their accelerated migration to the North, where their political clout grew, and President Harry Truman's desegregation of the military in 1948. Beginning his major league career at the relatively advanced age of 28, he played only 10 seasons from 1947 to 1956, all of them for the Brooklyn Dodgers. During his career, the Dodgers played in 6 World Series, and Robinson himself played in 6 All-Star games. In 1999, he wore one of 30 players named to the Major League Baseball All-Century team. As far as his legacy, Robinson's major league debut brought an end to approximately 60 years of segregation. Professional baseball, known as the baseball color line after World War II, several other forces were also leading the country toward increased equality for blacks, including accelerated migration to the North, where their political clout grew, and President Harry Truman's desegregation of the military in 1948. Beginning his major league career at the relatively advanced age, he played 10 seasons for the Dodgers. Assessing himself, Robinson said, "I'm not concerned with your liking or disliking me. All I ask is that you respect me as a human being." Regarding Robinson's qualities on the field, Leo DeRocher said, "You want a guy that comes to play," but he didn't just come to play. He came to beat you. He came to stuff that bat right up your keister. They didn't word it that way. His post-baseball life. Robinson once told future Hall of Fame inductee Hank Aaron that the game of baseball is great, but the greatest thing is what you do after your career is over. Robinson retired from baseball at the age of 37 on January 5th, 1957. Later that year, he complained of numerous physical ailments. He was diagnosed with diabetes, a disease that also afflicted his brothers. Although Robinson adopted an insulin injection regimen, the state of medicine at the time could not prevent the continued deterioration of Robinson's physical condition from the disease. In October 1959, Robinson entered the Greenville Municipal Airport's whites-only waiting area. Airport police asked Robinson to leave, but he refused. At the National Association of the Advancement of Colored People speech in Greenville, South Carolina, Robinson urged complete freedom and encouraged black citizens to vote and to protest their second-class citizenship. The following January, approximately 1,000 people marched on New Year's Day at the airport, which was desegregated shortly thereafter. In his first year of eligibility for the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1962, Robinson encouraged voters to consider only his on-field qualifications, rather than his cultural impact on the game. He was elected on the first ballot, becoming the first black player inducted into the Cooperstown Museum. In 1965, Robinson served as an analyst for ABC's Major League Baseball Game of the Week telecasts, the first black person to do so. In 1966, Robinson was hired as general manager for the short-lived Brooklyn Dodgers Continental Football League. In 1972, he served as a part-time commentator on the Montreal's Expos telecasts. Robinson protested against the Major League's ongoing lack of minority managers and central office personnel, and he turned down an invitation to appear on an old-timers game at Yankee Stadium in 1969. He made his final public appearance on October 15, 1972, 9 days before his death, throwing a ceremonial first pitch before Game 2 of the World Series at Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati. He gratefully accepted a plaque honoring the 25th anniversary of his MLB debut, but also commented, "I'm going to be tremendously more pleased and more proud when I look at third base coaching line one day and see a black face managing in baseball." This wish was only fulfilled after Robinson's death. Following the 1974 season, the Cleveland Indians gave their managerial post to Frank Robinson, no relation to Jackie, a Hall of Fame-bound player who would go on to manage 3 other teams. Despite the success of the 2 Robinsons and other black players, the number of African American players in Major League Baseball has declined since the 1970s. As far as his family, life, and death, after Robinson's retirement from baseball, his wife Rachel Robinson pursued a career in academic nursing. She became an assistant professor at the Yale School of Nursing and director of nursing at the Connecticut Mental Health Center. She also served on the board of Freedom National Bank until it closed in 1990. She and Jackie had 3 children: Jackie Robinson Jr. 1946 to 1971, Sharon Robinson born 1950, and David Robinson born 1952. Robinson's eldest son, Jackie Robinson Jr., had emotional trouble during his childhood and entered special education at an early age. He enlisted in the Army in search of a disciplined environment, served in the Vietnam War, and was wounded in action on November 19, 1965. After his discharge, he struggled with drug problems. Robinson Jr. eventually completed treatment program at Daytop Village in Seymour, Connecticut, and became a counselor at the institution. On June 17, 1971, he was killed in an automobile accident at the age of 24. The experience with his son's drug addiction turned to Robinson Sr. into an avid anti-drug crusader toward the end of his life. As far as his awards and recognition, on June 4, 1972, the Dodgers retired Robinson's uniform number 42 alongside those of former teammates Roy Campanella, 39, Sandy Koufax, 32. In 2017, a statue of Robinson created by a sculptor was unveiled at Dodger Stadium. It was the first statue the Dodgers ever unveiled. In 1999, Robinson was named by Time on its list of the 100 most influential people of the 20th century. That same year, he was one of 30 players elected to the Major League Baseball All-Century team. That same year, he was ranked number 44 on the Sporting News list of baseball's 100 greatest players in 1999. In 2020, The Athletic ranked Robinson at number 42 on its baseball 100 list, compiled by sports writer Joe Posnanski. Baseball writer Bill James, in the new Bill James Historical Baseball Abstract, ranked Robinson as 32nd greatest player of all time, strictly on the basis of his performance on the field, that he was one of the top players in the league throughout his career. Robinson was among the 25 charter members of UCLA's Athletics Hall of Fame in 1984. In 2002, Molefi Kate Estante included Robinson on his list of 100 greatest African Americans. The city of Pasadena has recognized Robinson with a baseball diamond and stadium named Jackie Robinson Field in Brookside Park next to the Rose Bowl. And with the Jackie Robinson Center, a community outreach center, provided health services. In 1997, a $325,000 bronze sculpture equal to $616,853 today by artist Ralph Hammack. Major League Baseball has honored Robinson many times since his death. In 1987, both National League and American League Rookies of the Year awards were renamed the Jackie Robinson Award in honor of the first recipient. Robinson's Major League Rookie of the Year award in 1947 encompassed both leagues. Okay. In 1997, the United States Mints issued a Jackie Robinson commemorative silver dollar and $5 gold coin. Robinson has also been honored by the United States Postal Service on 3 separate postage stamps: 1982, 1999, and 2000. In 2011, the U.S. placed a plaque at Robinson's Montreal home to honor the ending of segregation in baseball. The house at 8232 Avenue Descapi near Jarry Park was Robinson's residence when he played for the Montreal Royals during 1946. On November 22, 2014, UCLA announced that it would officially retire the number 42 across all university sports effective immediately. While Robinson wore several different numbers during his UCLA career, the school chose 42 because it had become indelibly identified with him. The only sport this did not affect was men's basketball, which had previously retired the number for Walt Hazzard, although Kevin Love was actually the last player in the sport to wear 42 with Hazzard's blessing. In a move paralleling that of the MLB when it retired the number, UCLA allowed 3 athletes in women's soccer, softball, and football who were already wearing 42 to continue to do so for the remainder of their UCLA careers. The school also announced that it would prominently display the number at all of its athletic venues. A jersey that Robinson brought home with him after his rookie season ended in 1947 was sold at auction for $2.05 million on November 19, 2017. The price was the highest ever paid for a post-World War II jersey. So there you have it, Jackie Robinson's biography, and now we'll go over all of his stats for his induction into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Oh, I didn't read that yet. I'll do that after we're done the bio here. Alright, Yoda Papa Vintage. I want to hear a Sean Green biography dedicated to Kevin. We'll have to do that another time there, David. But we could do that one when I finish my Hall of Fame series. Then I'll start doing requests to add those into miscellaneous various oddballish type baseball players. Like yeah, there's a bunch of them out there we could do those biographies on. That would be fun though, for a tribute to Kevin. Sean Green. I agree 100% on that. Is Kevin still here? He might have taken off. But let's go through his stats here, and then we'll get into the baseball placard, and then I'll do the baseball cards I have on Jackie Robinson, followed by the rest of our show for today, because I got to get rolling. All right. Jackie Robinson, again, was a second baseman. He was born January 31st, 1919. In Cairo, Georgia. He died October 24th, 1972 at the age of 53 in Stamford, Connecticut. He batted right through right. His professional debut in the Negro Leagues, 1945 for the Kansas City Monarchs. Then his MLB debut was April 15th, 1947. Since this, also, I think they've updated the stats to include the Negro League stats also. Okay. His last MLB appearance was October 10th, 1956 for the Brooklyn Dodgers. His MLB statistics: batting average 313, home runs 141, runs batted in 761. Again, he played for the Negro Leagues, Kansas City Monarchs in 1945. Major League Baseball, the Brooklyn Dodgers, 47 to 56. His career highlights and awards: the Negro All-Star, 1945. 6 times All-Star, 1949 to 54. World Series champion, 1955. National League MVP, 1949. MLB Rookie of the Year, 1947. National League batting champion, 1949. 2-time National League stolen base leader, 1947, 1949. Los Angeles Dodgers number 42 retired. Number 42 retired by all MLB teams. Monument Park honoree and a Major League Baseball All-Century team, followed by a Baseball Hall of Fame. And he was inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1962 with 77.5% of the vote on his first ballot. So there you have it. Frank. Jackie, not Frank, that Frank was yesterday. Jackie Robinson. Alright, let's go up here real quick. Jackie Roosevelt Robinson, commonly known as Jackie, played for Brooklyn in the National League, 1947-1956. A player of extraordinary ability, renowned for his electrifying style of play. Over 10 seasons, hit .311, scored more than 100 runs 6 times, named to 6 All-Star teams, and led Brooklyn to 6 pennants and its only World Series title in 1955. The 1947 Rookie of the Year and the 1949 National League MVP when he hit a league best. Should have read this first before I did the other part of the bio, because this is so small here. Too bad they don't put it on the back in white that you can see it easier. Double plays for 4 times, and he stole home base 19 times, and displayed tremendous courage and poise in the 1940s. In 1947, when he integrated the modern major leagues in the face of intense adversity. So there you go, Jackie Robinson. Here's our bio there. Let me move this out of the way real quick so we have a little bit more space here to open up the binder here for Jackie Robinson. Don't have a lot of cards, but we do have some here. Just open the book real quick here. And these are my Jackie Robinson cards. There we go. I think we got them all up here. Can you guys see them? Got the baseball all-time greats. I'll just let you see them. Alright, so that's 9 there. Got another 9 on this page. That's a Cooperstown set there. Upper Deck Collector's Choice, another Upper Deck. This is a Cooperstown. 2 different years, 2010 and 12, I believe. Got Baseball Immortals here with Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson story, Call to the Hall. And then lastly, we've got this one here in Cooperstown. That's when he got his plaque. 150 years of baseball. And then these insert cards from the score products back in the day. These 3 had information on Jackie Robinson. So that is our Jackie Robinson baseball cards there. Okay, so let me just check real quick here, see how many thumbs up we've got. And the winner is, I thought I did this one already. Maybe that's why I didn't see the chat here. That's why. Okay, we've got 5, so we'll definitely open. Tell you what, we will open the vintage Fairfield first. Again, this is a vintage Fairfield. Hey David, are you still here? This is a 2002. Is Kevin still here? He might like this one. This is a 2002 Fairfield product. So yes, even back in 2002, 22 years ago. Or 20 years ago. I guess it's 2024. 22 years ago, they were making Fairfields. This was a blister pack Fairfield with a guaranteed Hall of Famer inside, and they always put the Hall of Famer on top. So you know which one. So I guess you could go through and say, oh, I want the I want the Cal Ripken Jr. I want the Cal Ripken Jr. Hall of Famer. You could just pick your front card, and now since it's been 22 years later, some of these might be Hall of Famers now that weren't before, since it's been a while. So we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna go through this. Let me see if I should see my mail. Let me see if I got a. Okay, good. I gotta see. Hopefully they picked up the mail. I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Okay. Let me go here. Let me get a sip of water quick, and then we'll open up this blister pack. Okay, so let's open up this Hall of Famer. I like to save the little plastic tray for when I'm sorting cards, so I'll peel off all the excess. I do like that it is, and for now I'll probably do that, but that's why I kind of like blister packs here. Oops, my fan below it. It's summertime, so I gotta have my fan on or my computers get too hot. Okay, so again, it's not, I think the newer Fairfields, you might get about the same cards, if not more. Doesn't really say on a Fairfield how many cards you're supposed to get, but these cards look sweet for 22-year-old cards at least, actually 22 years or older. But yeah, let's see who we get here. We got a Dave Winfield, that's our first Hall of Famer. We've got an Eric Davis with the Cincinnati Reds. Oh, let me get back over here to the right screen here. Come on, Pujols rookie card. What year was Pujols rookie? Big Ray, what year is Pujols rookie card? Is it before 2002? How long has Pujols been playing baseball? Alright, Eric Davis with the Cincinnati Reds. Oh, 2000. Well, that would be cool if we did get a Pujols rookie in here. Benito Santiago with the Padres. Shout out to Kevin. There we go. There's Alan Trammell. That's another Hall of Famer. Then we got Steve Sachs with the Yankees. We got Jay Buhner with the Seattle Mariners. We got Norm Charlton with the Cincinnati Reds. Oh my word. There you go. Is Spates still in here? I know he was here earlier. That's a rookie card for Norm Charlton. Bobby Thigpen. Oh, there's our Fairfield double. 2 Bobby Thigpens. 2 Bobby Thigpens. Oh, we got an Edgar Martinez. There's another one. We got a Chuck Finley, Diamond King. A Sandy Alomar. Sean Abner with the Padres. There's Joey Hamilton, the prospect, 1992. There's a Tyler Green, almost, not quite a Sean Green. Steve Sachs with the Yankees. I'm still laughing at that. Don, the kids are saying closer. Okay, I'll move my hands up closer here. We got the Phillies here. Tyler Green, 1992 prospect. We got a Marty Malone with the Braves. Marty Malone with the Braves. That's another rookie. Then we've got a Steve Avery. That's a cool Steve Avery card. Oops, that's not an Avery. This is the Avery. Steve Avery, Ultra, Fleer Ultra. This one's a Bill Risley. Bill Risley. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can do it this way. Getting harder here to... Okay, there we go. Now I got them a little bit better. Alright, Bill Risley with the Toronto Blue Jays. Again, these are going to be only cards going up to probably 2000 era, be my guess. We have seen some just at the break of the 2000s, but 1987 Don Russ, Tony Phillips, Rick Dempsey with the Cardinals. Rick Dempsey with the Cardinals. Rafael Ramirez with the Braves. Juan Castillo with the Milwaukee Brewers. Here we've got Paul Assenmacher with the Braves. Jim Sundberg with the Royals. Glenn Wilson with the Astros. We got Cal Daniels with the Reds. Dave Parker. I think Parker's Hall of Famer, right? And Parker a Hall of Famer? Nope. Parker is not a Hall of Famer. Just a fan favorite, probably. Alright, then we had a Gerald Young with the Astros. We got a Lou Whitaker. Lou Whitaker with the Tigers. See Whitaker? No Whitaker. I didn't think so. Ron Jones with the Phillies. Dave Raggetti with the Yankees. We got all-time greats, Pie Traynor. Pie Traynor. Pie Trainor's a Hall of Famer. Oh, we got a some backwards cards here. I don't think they're all anything that special. Scott Atberg. At least we got a lot of draft picks and rookies and future stars and stuff like that. Draft pick, Major League, Jimmy Gonzalez. Seattle Mariners, Mark Newfield. Oh no, they give us a checklist. A checklist card from Upper Deck 1991 and a Cy Young Award winner, American League, Bob Welch from 1991 score. So, pretty cool. Closer. That was pretty close there. You can see my hands are bigger than they usually are. But 1, 2, 3, 4 Hall of Famers and 4 Hall of Famers. All these base cards and 2 Seattle Mariners, Jay Buhner and Mark Newfield. So that's 2 Seattle Mariners. Of course, we're going to get some more Seattle Mariners here in this last pack. We'll put Alex Rodriguez on, or Edgar Martinez on the top here, so you can see Edgar there. And let's open up this last pack, and then I'll be finishing up for the day. Last pack magic from Left Behind Times. Okay. Toss that one there real quick. I don't have to worry about my list for this one, because it'll probably be Hall of Famers I'll recognize if I get, depending on what we got in here. Julio Rodriguez yellow. I don't think I've got the yellow version of this one. That is cool. I like that one, so that might be a new Julio card for me. Then we've got a Michael Saunders pink. That's a, oh, it's all variation type. Maybe this is a variation pack for last time. Mitch Haniger, pink type, Topps chrome. Scott Servius. Oh wow, I just had one of these the other day of Scott, a different rookie card. I'll put this in with my Mariners because he's the team manager for the Mariners. Felix Hernandez. Felix Hernandez MLB debut card. That's a cool one. Oh, this one is a Dustin Ackley. A Dustin Ackley. 137 out of 369. That's a short print. Oh, another short. All kinds of variation cards here. Dustin Ackley blue. Oh my word. I don't think this one was a serial numbered card. No. We got so many different cards in here this pack. Alright, now Dave Parker, the Cobra, and Sweet Lou Whitaker should be in the Hall of Fame. Parker? Oh yeah, we went through the Parker. Hold on a second. We got Nelson Cruz here, short print. I think it's 8/13 out of 2016. That's gold. Then we got a Cal Ripken, Capture the Action, a Ken Griffey Jr. Capture the, and an Ichiro. So we end with 3 Hall of Famers here. Capture the Action. Awesome cards there. Stadium Clubs. What year was this one? Oh, 2000. Capture the Action 2000. Those are cool. I gotta put those in top loaders, that's for sure. I mean, and penny sleeves. bounce them against my collection. I don't know if I've got these capture the flags. And that Ichiro I may have, but I always double check. Make sure if I have it or not. They're not in the Hall of Fame, but should be. Oh, okay. They could get in through the Veterans Committee. You never know. I don't know if they're past their years or not, but they could always get inducted in. But thank you there, Blake, for this last pack. Had a whole bunch of awesomeness in it. I gotta check. That might give me another Julio card. I think I've got the rainbow version and the base version, but I don't think I've got the yellow version. And Scott Servius, the manager for, he got ejected out of a game. He's starting to get like Lupinella back in the day, doing stuff like that. Yeah, that's right. Ethan's having his big sale today, right? Ethan's Elvis covers and more. How you doing, Ethan? Thanks for popping by. I'll be turning on your... What time you going live? What time you going live, Ethan? Ethan, the big 25K guy. You got 25,000 subscribers? I think you do, don't you? Isn't it? Is it 25K or was it 15K? I'm trying to remember for sure. I think maybe it was 15,000. Are you at 15,000 subscribers? 15,000. There we go. 8 o'clock Eastern would be 5 o'clock my time. About an hour and a half. Okay. So, this has been fun. This has been Don Blum, the Hall of Fame Veterans, Sports Cards, and More. Coming live today with Hall of Fame Biography, episode 257. Jackie Robinson, baseball trivia. All I got to do now is do the 2-minute warning at the end for the free entries into the end of stream. So let me do this real quick. Let me type that in. Start the 2-minute warning. Alright, we got 22 right at 2:24. We'll end the 2-minute warning. All you got to do is type something into the chat right now. Get free entries into my June, July giveaway. All you got to do, you got 2 minutes, got one, 3:25. How's that sound? 3:25. Ethan, I'm going to get you in here. Okay, I got Ethan in here. We got Tumbleweeds in here. Tumbleweed gets a 2+. Got 2 more minutes there, people. Big Ray's ball cards. Big Ray, you haven't been in here a while. Glad to have you being able to jump in here and chime in a little bit. Who else we got here coming up? Yep, that's right. Rest in peace, Willie Mays. Yep, he passed away day before yesterday. God is great. Still in the house. God is great. Got you, sir. You were here at the beginning, here at the end. Alright, we got 1 more minute for anybody that wants to get free entries into my June, July giveaway. June, July giveaway. I think by Tuesday we might be up to just over 400 for 4 prizes on the June, July giveaway. Alright, let me get ready to end the 2-minute warning. Alright, nobody else. I'm gonna hit it. There we go. Alright, so I got Ethan, Sports Cards and More, Tumbleweed, Big Race Ball Cards, and God is Great. Got you guys logged in. Appreciate that. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me this afternoon. Again, long weekend coming up. Doing a garage sale and baseball cards show, kind of. Tomorrow and Saturday. One of my all-time favorite players. My wife was lucky enough to get her picture with him on a company outing with the San Francisco dugout back in 2022, and didn't know who he was until she sent me the picture. That's very, very cool. Very, very cool. Alright, so this has been Don Blondell, Hall of Fame Veteran Sports Cards and more, having been live with our Hall of Fame biography for Jackie Robinson. Baseball trivia. Last Left Behind Top Times Repack box pack. And then other than that, you all take care. Ethan, I'll see you a little bit later. Alright, I'll pop in as soon as I can while I'm setting up for my garage sale tomorrow and card display. So until then, you all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day. And as always, be blessed. You all take care. It's been nice hanging out with you today. We'll see you again next Tuesday for my live stream. If I don't, I'm going to try and do a garage sale live stream maybe tomorrow and or Saturday. We'll see how things go and if I have a chance to set it up. Okay? So until then, you all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day, and we will see you again soon.